Hey guys, it's Cody. Um, I was just sitting here and thinking that, about life. You know, um, I just been sitting here and talking to God about how how great He is and how faithful He can be and how good He can be in your life and all that. But yeah, I was sitting here, talking. I was sitting here talking to God, and I see all these people doing great things and getting the blessing that I want. I see all these people smiling, being humble and doing all these things. And sometimes I wish like that was me. I feel like, I feel like sometimes a person can only try so much. You know, when you try and you keep pushing every day, you get tired because it feels like it's getting nowhere. And you can keep pushing and keep trying and keep doing things and smile every day for people to try to make them like feel better. I'm sorry for crying, guys, but this is life. I influence people on all platforms to keep going and keep doing the thing that makes them happy and be who you are and all these things. But I have learned that I need to practice what I preach because, of course, I'm doing that. I'm saying, I got it every day. I'm doing the things that I say, but really in my head, I'm giving up. I was just talking to myself and I said, I was gonna give up what I'm doing, and I had made it this far. I made it this far to not give up. When you make it so far, you cannot give up. I just thought like people. I always say, famous people and people that get far in life started from somewhere. They started from somewhere. So they just, of course, people have good luck and grow the next night or that night. Sometimes I just wish that was me. I worked hard. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And I know if I stop now, I won't get where I need to be. I'm just tired, the person can only take so much. I have school that I'm focusing on. I'm doing great in. Thank God for that. I have my social media on my Instagram. I have 2,000 followers and 2,000 and 2,000 and 200 no 2,000 and 2,302. I worked hard to get there, and I'm proud. I thank God for that. I thank God that I worked hard. I thank God that He's able to do it, and He did it. I'm happy with where I am. But sometimes when I go back to see people smiling and see what they had, it sucks because you wish you were there. You wish, you were there. And, I came on here to share something, and this is what I had to share. I never did this before, so please, you're kind of like sideways. Normally I have it like this, but it's a lot. I think this will go on YouTube better. But I came in here to share that you got this. I got this. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep pushing, and I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. You have to speak life. You have to speak good things in your life so it can happen. Keep praying. Keep saying, God, please, lead me to this. I just, like I said, when I look at other people, I think, like, I hope in my mind that was me. And God, already knows, I'm a good influencer. That's why I started, because God said yes. God said go influence people that need to hear something. Because you never know what somebody's going through. You never know what somebody's dealing with. You never know. You just never know what somebody's dealing with in their life until you're in their shoes and you realize that it's hard. Being on TikTok Live is a full-time job, standing on your feet, talking to people, repeating yourself, every day. I'm not complaining, but I'm really happy that I have that ability to do that. I'm happy that I have that ability to speak in front of people that I don't know and answer questions and do things that some people can't. So I thank God for that. I thank God for my life, and I thank God I'm still here. And I'm going to keep pushing, and I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep going. And I need you to keep going too. I need you to keep pushing. Even when it seems hard to get where you have to be, keep going. Keep going. Always stay true. Be you, don't change for no one. I feel like people don't like me because I'm not perfect, or I'm editing it, or I don't edit my things, and I don't need to, because I'm being who I am. Like, this is the true me. I cannot change for no one. I'm sorry, I'm not that person. I see people, of course, being them, and that's why I started this too. That God said do it, and I see people have 10K and all these followers, and I feel like I work hard, but I know that I'm never alone, because I know people feel the same way. People have told me they feel the same way as I felt, when they're getting nowhere. No one's reaching out, no one's engaging, no one's doing all these things, but they never realize that people are trying, but you're still supporting the people that already made it in life. And they're gonna keep making it. So of course, fans and bigger people that have a lot of following and everything, that's great. They made it somewhere. They started from somewhere. But go out and help the other people that are trying to do it every day. Make them feel seen. Make them feel heard. Make them know that they're not alone. That's all people want, is to feel that they're not alone. Y'all leave people out so bad. It's like they ask themselves, who am I? And that's why people get sad, because they feel alone. Like no one's hearing them. No one's understanding what's going on in their life. And people share these messages and everything, and it gets nowhere. And they ask themselves, what was the point of doing it? And they ask themselves, what's the point of doing that? But it didn't get anywhere. And I tell myself every day, what's the point of doing this? Like, what's the point of posting that no one's gonna agree to, or I don't know. I'm just tired, just tired. Like I said, my first time doing this at night, crying. This is me behind the scenes. Okay, I may look smiling and happy. I am. I know I am. I'm a good person. I'm just tired. I need to take a nap. That's what people say. That's what I heard from someone. When you're tired, just take a nap. Take a nap. And that's what I'm getting ready to do, because I'm tired. And right now it's 12:32, and it's a Thursday. It's March 26th at 12:32. Crying. But I know God is able. I know God can do all things. And I know that he's here. I know that he's listening. I know that he's listening and he hears me, and my miracle's on the way. My blessing's on the way. I know it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe that he's there. Thanks for listening. If you stayed, hopefully you will understand, to keep going. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep facing the hard things, and hopefully end out great. I just don't know. Like I said, I'm just tired. People say, "Well, why are you crying? Why what's wrong with you? Be happy." I am unhappy, but sometimes you have to cry. Sometimes just crying makes you feel so much better. I'm so glad I hopped on here and did it, because I feel like I'm relieved, and I can go back to this and say, wow, Cody, what were you thinking? Like, why were you crying when you knew you had it? All you have to do is keep going. You know you got it, but all you have to do is keep going, keep pushing. Don't just keep going. Whew. Just keep going. Just keep pushing. I know I'm seeing the same thing, but it's in my heart to tell someone to just keep going. It's hard out here. It's hard out here to live and live life the way you want to live it. People say it's easy to live life. I mean, I used to say it's the way you make it. I still say that. If you make it hard, you make it hard. But sometimes it's not the way you make it. Sometimes it's true that life is hard. Life is so hard that life has times like this where you just want to cry and you don't know what to do. At that very moment, you don't know what to do. And you're tired and you're just giving up, and you can't do anything else. You can't do anything else because you're so tired. Like you're at your breaking point where you're just tired and you're done with doing anything, whatever you're doing, you're just tired. But I guess people that's famous and doing all these things, they thought this way too, but they didn't give up. They started from somewhere, and look at them now, because they kept going and being consistent. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going and going to keep pushing through it. I'm going to smile. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and share and repost it and do whatever you do. But I want you to know that you're not alone. I'm always here. And I love every single one of y'all that are here to support me. And I just thank y'all for that. But when I read the messages on YouTube, I'm so happy that it just makes me so much joy that my messages I share, it means a lot to people. It means a lot. And that's why I do it. Because I never know what someone's going through. Just never know. That's why people have a voice and you need to share it. Because you never know what somebody's going through. So please share your thoughts about this. And you got this. Keep moving. I love y'all so much. Bye.